This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Oh, sweet redemption. The Johnson Central Golden Eagles lost in last year's Class 4A state championship game. They made the return to Bowling Green this season for another crack at it. The team they had to beat, Franklin Simpson, undefeated and looking to bring back its first state title since 1980. And it was a quick start for the Golden Eagles. Joe Jackson, get off me, bruh. 19-yard touchdown, 7-0 Golden Eagles. Johnson Central back at it again, but oh no, fumble. Franklin Simpson recovers, then they give it right back to Johnson Central. Garrett McLeod, that's my football, picks it off. That's an interception, and here come the Golden Eagles again. Here comes Joe Jackson again. Nope. Not going to catch him. 29-yard touchdown, 14-0 at that point. Johnson Central racks up 165 yards on the ground in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter, Riley Priest now, the freshman quarterback. Oh, he's in. 6-yard touchdown run, 21-0 Johnson Central. Franklin Simpson punts. Blake Gamble returns. All the way inside the 10-yard line, and they give it back to Joe Jackson again for his third touchdown of the night. 15 carries for 85 yards, 3 touchdowns, now 28-0. Later, it's Priest back to throw, and you know you got to hook up with the main man, Jordan Blanton. 36-0 after the 2-point conversion. As we go to the scoreboard, that would lead to a running clock after that 38-yard touchdown there by Jordan Blanton, and they tacked on 2 more touchdowns for Johnson Central as they are the Class 4A state champions with their shutout win, 48-0 over Franklin Simpson. First ever football state championship in school history. And the stat that shows you just how dominating the Golden Eagles were, they gave up just 18 total yards. Repeat, 18 total yards. Hashtag defense.
We've worked all year for this. We've worked our whole career for this, man. Be the first team ever at Johnson Central history to, others have paved the way for us, great players, Nate Dillon, Josh Dillon, JJ, Jimmy Preston, all of them paved the way, but it's for our community. It's not just for us, it's for everybody out there that's been cheering for us the whole time. This is great.
I had chances to go to big schools and things, and I just felt like that I needed to stay there in the mountains and give back to what coaches had given me. Honest to goodness, if it hadn't been for the coaches, the teachers, and the preachers, I'd have probably been in jail today. So I just felt like I needed to stay there, give something back, really, honestly.
It's unexplainable. It doesn't feel real yet. After everything that's gone wrong over the past couple of years, it feels good for something to finally go right. And I think, I don't know, this is what it's all about.
What a great run for Johnson Central. And the entire Paintsville community has to be just celebrating with joy tonight. If you want to rewatch how Johnson Central dominated Franklin Simpson in the Class 4A title game, we will carry it on this TV tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Again, that's our re-air on Monday at 6 o'clock. Johnson Central, Franklin Simpson, again on this TV at 6 tomorrow. Now to the Class 5A state championship. Pulaski County, the Mountain team, making its 4th straight Class 5A state championship appearance, but playing a team that has beat them twice in the last 3 seasons on that stage. The Maroons taking on Purples of Bowling Green for the Class 5A state title. Bowling Green's, you see John Hines, he was on the sideline coaching. Jamel Carruthers, he had it going. All the way inside the 10-yard line on that rush, and he'll take it on into the end zone with a direct snap. A couple plays later, 7-0 early in the first quarter. Pulaski trying to get something going, but Wiley Kane picked off by Rashad Darden. He was trying to find Jake Johnson there, but Darden says no. Gets all the way down inside the 4, and then it's Carruthers punching it in again. 15-0 Bowling Green after the 2-point conversion. Now the Maroons get on the board here. Ricky Maxey in 15-8 after the 2-point conversion, and then Jake Johnson closes the gap now 22-15 with that touchdown catch. And why not tie it up at the break? Kane going deep to the other Jake. Jake knew. 22 all at the half. Third quarter, though. Wildcats, DeAngle Wilson. He punches it in there. It's 29-22 at that point. And Well, it just was not the Maroons' night after that first half. They will fall to 1-3 all-time in state football championship games as we go to the scoreboard. Pulaski falls hard to Bowling Green, 70-22, so they go on to score a whole bunch of points after that halftime break. The Purples complete the undefeated season 15-0. So the Mountains go 2-2 out at Bowling Green this year. Hazard and Pulaski lose. Johnson Central and Belfry win. 2 state championship teams in the WYMT coverage area. Not bad. Let's go out to Carly Bell, who is live in Bowling Green. Carly, what a weekend you had.
Oh, absolutely, Jamie. It was a fun weekend, but not for these Pulaski Maroons. 70-22 the final. They were outscored in the second half 48-0, completely shut out. And a lot of that has to do with Jake Johnson going down at about the 1:30 mark in the second quarter. It looked like a left kneecap injury. He had a brace on it. He was working it out on the sidelines, but he just wasn't able to get back to full strength. And Coach Hines knows how important this game was to the seniors, and he just knows that this wasn't the way that he wanted to end this season.
Great guys, we're proud of them, and I wish we could have gone out a different way. It's embarrassing to get beat like this in the championship game, but I'm proud of them for having an opportunity to be here.
Again, it wasn't the best night for the Maroons, but for the Purples, Jam Carruthers was absolutely unstoppable. 239 all-purpose yards, pretty evenly across the board, 128 rushing and 111 receiving, along with 5 total touchdowns. But let's talk about that Johnson Central game. An absolute shutout. First team championship in school history for the Golden Eagles. I spoke to Jordan Blanton, Gunnar Sloan, Noah Frisbee, and all the guys after the game, and it was just speechless across the board. They couldn't believe that they had that state trophy in their hands. And let's talk about Belfry as well. They were just so happy they were on a 4-peat, and Derek Wellman said to one of his players during the celebration that they're going to come back for a 5-peat. Hazard, as we spoke about on Friday, will most likely, I believe, will be back again next year. But to speak about this for a minute, Belfry, we still do not have full updates on when their full celebration will be. They did have a lovely celebration last night, but for the Johnson Central and Paintsville community, they will have their celebration at 5 o'clock local time at the Johnson Central Gym. They will also be parading through Paintsville to honor them. And Coach Jim Matney, again, he was just an emotional mess of pure happiness and joy after the game. It was really wonderful to see that happen. Not the best night for the Maroons, but all around, it was a great weekend here in the mountains, 2-2 overall, and it's just a great time. Sad that football season is ending, but I know, Jamie, you're excited that basketball season is kicking into gear.
Well, thank you very much, Carly. Good stuff all weekend from our rookie in the sports department. She killed it. Seriously, great job, Carly Bell. If you want to go back and rewatch the Pulaski Bowling Green game, we will carry it on This TV Monday at 8:30. Again, This TV broadcast of the Class 5A state championship game is at 8:30 tomorrow night. Before that, at 6 o'clock, it will be, of course, Johnson Central winning the Class 4A state title. Well, as Carly mentioned, Tavion Hunter, he got his groove on last night. Big night for Pond Creek Nation. Belfry dancing, celebrating. Yep, it is a 4-peat in the Class 3A state championship football. The Pirates won their 4th straight title, 6th overall. Perhaps the best Belfry team of all time? Yeah, maybe. Last 4 years have been quite a ride for Coach Haywood.
We don't always talk about championships. A lot of people think we're always talking about winning a championship. We rarely mention it. We talk about doing the best you can do and improving day to day, and what can you do to get a little better each day. And these guys have taken that to a higher level than any other group we've had at Belfry.
Sunny Florida is the destination for the football Cats. Kentucky is headed to Jacksonville to play game number 13. Quarterback Steven Johnson and the football Cats are headed to the Tax Slayer Bowl, previously known as the Gator Bowl. Their opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets out of the ACC. The Jackets, of course, they run that funky option offense that just kills everybody. They beat a couple of Southeastern teams already this year with wins against Georgia and Vanderbilt. Early New Year's Eve kickoff time, 11 a.m., so not sure going to be too much tailgating going on down there in Jacksonville, but a good after party nonetheless. ESPN will televise the game. I looked up some of the bowl gifts, of course, the players will get playing in this game, and they're pretty nice. They got a Fossil watch, a carry-on bag, Under Armour sunglasses, a football, and this is the best part. They get a bobblehead with their face, name, and uniform number on it. I like that. Top 20 women's college basketball matchup today in Louisville. The 7th-ranked Cards hosting number 17 Kentucky right to the 4th quarter. Kentucky down 1. Michaela Epps. Oh, Michaela, ooh. The floater plus the foul, Cats gain the lead. Game goes to overtime, 30 seconds left. Epps, another and one bucket makes the free throw. Kentucky down 3, but Louisville makes its free throws and ends a 5-game losing streak to Kentucky 69-67 in overtime. Tonight in our EKU Roundball preview series are the Corbin Lady Redhounds. Jason McDaniel's team went 16-13 with an appearance in the 13th region tournament last season. They won their 4th district championship in a row, so they're going for their 5th consecutive. But then, of course, they ran into Caleb Bruner and the North Rural Lady Jaguars, who eliminated the Redhounds in postseason play.
Definitely. We just didn't play our best game last year, and we definitely want to prove that we're a contender in the region, and we haven't proved that lately.
We have a bigger post presence this season and more forwards than we had last year, and I think that's going to be a change for us, but I think we'll work through it. And because of last year we had so many guards and we ran the floor a lot, but I think we can do the same this year because our posts and forwards are just as fast.
We got a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, you know. We don't pay too close attention to rankings and all that, and we're probably a little bit lower than what we've been the last 3 seasons, but I think that's a great motivational factor, and this group is hungry. They're hungry to succeed.
I believe that as seniors, we take this season very seriously, and we're going to try our best, and I think that carries down with our other girls because they want it just as bad as we do. It's a shared team, mentality of getting to region and trying to get to the final, destination, which is going to state. And that's what we really want this year.
All right, I got one last thing to say. That'll wrap up the Sportscast. State champs.